how car dealerships manipulate you into buying expensive cars. Imagine walking into a car dealership with one simple goal. You just want a reliable car, something practical, something around $25,000. You have done your research, you know your budget, you feel confident. But 2 hours later, you are sitting inside a brand new SUV. The seats are made of premium leather. The dashboard has a giant touchscreen. The car smells new. The salesperson smiles and says, "Congratulations, you're going to love this vehicle." And somehow, you're signing paperwork for a $46,000 car. The strange part, nobody forced you. Nobody threatened you. Nobody tricked you with a fake contract. You made the decision yourself. You even feel excited. You drive home feeling like you upgraded your life. Your friends compliment the car. Your family says it looks amazing. For a few weeks, everything feels perfect. Until the first payment arrives. Then the insurance bill. Then the registration fees. Then the maintenance package you barely remember agreeing to. And suddenly, one question starts bothering you. How did I end up buying a car that cost almost twice what I planned? The answer is not that you are bad with money. The answer is that you walked into a place where every detail is designed to influence human behavior. The lighting, the smell of the showroom, the test drive, the conversations, the financing process. Everything is carefully structured around one thing, getting you emotionally comfortable with spending more. Because car dealerships are not just selling vehicles, they're selling feelings, they're selling status, they're selling excitement, they're selling the version of yourself you imagine becoming. And today, we're going to uncover exactly how this psychological system works. Because once you understand the tricks, you can still enjoy buying a car without letting the car buying process control you. Imagine two friends, Alex and Ben. Both walk into the exact same dealership on the same day. Both have the same plan. They want to spend around $30,000. Ben walks out with a $29,000 sedan. Alex drives home with a $47,000 SUV. So, what happened? Did Alex suddenly become richer? No. Did he wake up that morning planning to spend an extra $17,000? No. The only thing that changed was the conversation. The salesperson never looked at Alex and said, "Would you like to spend $17,000 more?" Because that would sound unreasonable. Instead, the conversation changed. They asked, "What monthly payment are you comfortable with?" And suddenly, the decision became completely different. Because $17,000 sounds like a lot, but an extra $180 a month, that feels manageable. And this is one of the most powerful psychological tricks in car buying, the monthly payment trap. Most people don't think about the total cost. They think about the number leaving their bank account every month. And humans are naturally wired to focus on smaller, immediate numbers instead of larger future costs. Think about it. A person might hesitate to spend $1,000 on something today, but spending $85 a month, that feels much easier, even though the final amount may be exactly the same. Dealerships understand this perfectly. They know that if they focus on the total price first, many people will become uncomfortable. A $60,000 vehicle sounds expensive, but only $699 a month feels much easier to accept. The number is smaller, the pain feels smaller, the decision feels safer. But here's the problem. A lower monthly payment does not always mean a better deal. Sometimes it simply means you're paying for a longer period of time. A 7-year loan can make an expensive car feel affordable, but years later, you may still be making payments on something that has already lost a huge amount of its value. A financially smart buyer asks a different question. Not, can I afford this payment, but how much will this car actually cost me? Because the total cost is where the truth is hidden. But the monthly payments is only one part of the system. The second reason people overspend is much deeper. The dealership is not just selling transportation, they're selling identity. Most people believe they buy cars because of logic. They compare horsepower, they compare features, they compare reliability ratings. And yes, those things matter, but emotions often make the final decision. Think about it. Nobody gets excited about buying a refrigerator. Nobody takes pictures of their new washing machine. Nobody drives to a friend's house and says, "Come outside, I want to show you my amazing dishwasher." But cars are different. Cars represent something. A luxury vehicle can make someone feel successful. A sports car can make someone feel young. A large truck can make someone feel powerful. An electric vehicle can make someone feel innovative. The car becomes part of the person's identity, and dealerships understand this. They're not only selling you metal, wheels, and technology, they're selling you a story about who you could become. Which is why someone who originally planned to buy a basic commuter car suddenly starts looking at the premium version. The salesperson doesn't have to convince them that they need heated seats. They only need to make them imagine themselves as the type of person who owns a car with heated seats. Because once emotion enters the decision, logic becomes much weaker. You're no longer comparing transportation options, you're comparing different versions of yourself. And that's a much harder battle to win. The most powerful moment in the car buying process often happens after you sit behind the wheel, the test drive. Before the test drive, the car is just an object. It's a machine sitting on a showroom floor. It has a price, it has specifications, it's just a collection of metal, plastic, and technology. But then something changes. You open the door. You sit inside. Your hands touch the steering wheel. You feel the acceleration. You hear the quiet cabin. You imagine driving it every morning. You picture yourself taking road trips. You imagine your family sitting inside. And without realizing it, your brain begins creating a connection with something you don't even own yet. Psychologists call this the endowment effect. It's the tendency for people to value something more once they feel a sense of ownership over it. This is why a house feels more valuable after you decorate it, why a phone feels more special after you customize it, and why a car feels completely different after you drive it. The dealership understands this. They don't just want you to see the car, they want you to experience it. Because numbers can be negotiated, but emotions are much harder to fight. Once you've imagined your life with the car, walking away feels like losing something, even though you never owned it. And this is where many buyers make their biggest mistake. They confuse excitement with a good decision. But excitement is not proof that something is affordable. It's proof that something made you feel something. And dealerships are experts at creating those feelings. Another powerful technique they use is the illusion of getting a great deal. Imagine you walk into a dealership and the salesperson says, "This vehicle is normally $45,000, but today I can get it for $41,500. Immediately, your brain focuses on one thing. I just saved $3,500. But saved compared to what? The original price was the anchor. Psychologists call this the anchoring effect. The first number you see influences how you judge every number that comes after it. If someone shows you a watch that costs $10,000 and then offers it for $3,000, your brain thinks, that's a huge discount. But if they showed you the same watch for $1,500 first, suddenly $3,000 feels expensive. The number itself did not change. Only your perception changed. Dealerships understand that whoever controls the first number often controls the entire conversation. That's why the sticker price matters. That's why trade-in values matter. That's why they carefully structure the conversation, because they're not only negotiating money, they're shaping your perception of what feels reasonable. And once you believe you're getting a deal, you become more willing to spend. But one of the biggest areas where people lose money happens after they already agree to buy the car, the finance office. This is the room many buyers underestimate. You've already chosen the vehicle. You've already taken the test drive. You've already imagined owning it. Your emotions are already invested. Then you sit down with the finance manager, and suddenly more options appear. Extended warranties, paint protection, wheel and tire coverage, interior protection, gap insurance. Each one sounds small. Only $15 more per month. Only $20 more per month. Just a little extra protection. And individually, each offer seems harmless. But small numbers add up. A few dollars here, a few dollars there. Before you know it, thousands of dollars have been added to the final cost of your vehicle. This works because of something psychologists call the commitment and consistency principle. Once people make a major decision, they naturally want to stay consistent with that decision. You already decided to buy the car. You already told yourself,
this is the right choice. So saying yes to additional products becomes much easier. The question changes from, do I need this? To, why would I say no? And that small psychological shift can cost people a lot of money. This is why smart buyers slow down during the final stage. The excitement is highest right before signing, and that is exactly when you need your logic the most. Now, let's talk about the biggest financial mistake people make when buying cars. They only look at the payment. They forget the true cost of ownership. A $40,000 car is not really a $40,000 decision. You also pay interest, insurance, taxes, registration, maintenance, repairs, and most importantly, depreciation. Depreciation is the silent cost that destroys the most wealth. The moment you drive a brand new car off the lot, it begins losing value. In many cases, the biggest drop happens during the first few years. This means someone who buys a slightly used car may be making one of the smartest financial decisions possible. They're letting someone else absorb the biggest depreciation hit. The car may look almost identical. It may drive almost the same, but the price difference can be massive. This is why wealthy people often think differently about cars. They do not ask, what is the most impressive car I can buy? They ask, what is the smartest use of my money? Because a car is not an investment. It is a tool that loses value over time. And the goal is not to avoid enjoying life. The goal is to enjoy life without sacrificing your future. So how do you protect yourself? First, decide your budget before you enter the dealership. Not your monthly payment, your total budget. Know the maximum amount you are comfortable spending. Second, research before you walk through the dealership doors. The dealership should not be the place where you discover prices. It should be the place where you execute a decision you already made. Third, separate the emotional experience from the financial decision. Take the test drive, enjoy the car, but do not let excitement make the decision for you. Give yourself time, sleep on it, let the emotional high disappear. Because many bad financial decisions happen when people make permanent choices during temporary moments of excitement. And finally, remember this. The strongest buyer is not the person who negotiates the hardest. The strongest buyer is the person who is willing to walk away. Because the moment you believe you need the car, you lose power. But the moment you realize you have options, you regain control. Car dealerships are not successful because they sell cars. They're successful because they understand people. They understand emotions. They understand psychology. They understand that humans do not just buy products, they buy feelings. And this lesson goes far beyond cars. Every day, companies compete for your attention. They design products, advertisements, and experiences around the way your brain works. The people who build wealth are not always the people who earn the most money. Often, they're the people who recognize the moments when emotions are trying to make decisions for them. Because sometimes the most expensive purchase is not the thing with the highest price tag. It's the thing you bought because you wanted to feel something. So the next time you walk into a dealership and someone asks, "What monthly payment are you comfortable with?" remember the question that matters most. Not, can I afford this, but is this the smartest decision for my future? Because that one question could save you thousands of dollars, and more importantly, it puts you back in control.